Come along for the ride on this episode as we drive this truck 200 miles without knowing anything about it, and the gentleman who I traded for it from knows absolutely nothing about it. So I think it's a great idea to just hop in and drive 200 miles. So here we go. So here's the plan for this trip. I set up a deal with a gentleman online named Doug, whereby I would trade him my Suburban, my two-tone tan and brown Suburban, which you've probably seen on the channel before, for a crew cab truck, because I need a work truck, and you know, neither one of us really knows anything about this crew cab, but he knows a little bit, and we'll just take a spin around the truck with him and he'll show us what he knows. But the deal is that we're going to trade the Suburban for this truck, and so we're going to have air conditioning going down, but probably not air conditioning coming back, because I'm pretty sure this truck doesn't have air conditioning of any kind. Anyway, he was kind enough to say, yeah, come on down and we'll go over it a little bit, get it ready for the trip, and we'll just drive it on home, even though we know absolutely nothing about it. And yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to drive down there, trade trucks, and drive back this crew cab that we know nothing about. It's about 200 miles, about, I don't know, a little under 3 hours, I think, one way. So what could possibly go wrong?
How do you feel driving Bessie for the last time?
It's a sad day.
It is a sad day.
I don't really want to get rid of her, but she's doing so good.
Gonna miss Bessie.
For a long time. Oh, this will make it is gonna be a beautiful rig. Alright.
Sweet, right?
Yeah, so we got various switches down here.
No idea what they were. I was playing with them a little bit. Can't figure out what it is. Yeah, your traditional.
Just ignore that.
Your traditional rust in them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know a lot about this truck has all the rust in all the right places that all these trucks have.
Yeah. It will not work. This has the mechanical. Alright, stop looking up the hood.
I'll let you finish it so you figure it out. Yeah, it's all through here. And the hood's all through there. Yeah.
Oh. Got a,
Looks like a farm truck, right?
yeah, got a replacement.
If you want to leave the spider webs too.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, that's extra charm.
Right?
Boy, that's really smart. I like these old ones because you can sit on them while you work.
Exactly what I do in the other one. I sat in and built it.
Well, it's got power steering. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay, got the little rock carb on it. Rock carb. Okay. Yep. I'm assuming it has oil in it, cause. Oh yeah.
She runs with no noise.
Well, actually. Yeah, it's got oil. It's just so good I can't hardly see it. Well, that's, I don't know. This might be too good for me.
Yeah, right. I haven't put any oil in it, nothing like that. The guy before me might have, but I can't comment on that one. I don't know.
Good grief, the engine still has the lift points on it. Wow.
Making it easy for you.
Yeah.
I want to say the alternator is working. The gauge shows that it's working.
Okay, I have a spare one if it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, come on, that belt's fine. It's only got 18.5 cracks in it.
Right?
Well, it's got a fuel filter on it. That's a good sign. Okay.
Yeah, we're not just raw dogging it.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Again, I haven't done anything to it.
Okay, so I gotta know, what's this for?
I don't know.
It looks like a very specifically designed tool.
It's definitely a specific design tool, I'll tell you that.
I wonder what that
I was looking at it, I don't know, man. I mean, look, they did this, and it's got to be to hold something until it comes off.
Okay.
We'll put it back over here so it stays with you.
Glad I brought a jack with me.
Oh yeah, good.
Jack, but we got a tire iron. That's an improvement.
Right.
Might have to take the battery out of the Suburban because I couldn't find a side terminal. I have a regular one, but these are going to be too hard to adapt over. I have my winch battery. Oh, this is both.
Yeah, this one's both.
Oh wow, that's fancy. Check this yet?
I haven't looked at it.
Should I be worried?
I don't know, I would be. It's got rust.
Hey, it's got. I see water though. That's good. That's good. That's yeah.
That's how it's supposed to
cool
be.
stuff.
You know, it helps keep it cool.
Oh yeah, you know. It helps that extra spring pressure, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that you don't blow your cap. I'll just leave that loose because I'm gonna fill that. Oh, it does have an overflow tank. Okay.
Which is overflowing.
Put some in there too. All right. I'm surprised the 78 has an overflow tank, but yeah, I guess they probably cared about the environment back then.
Yeah, right.
That's it's an interesting valve cover breather there.
I thought so too.
I gotta get that up there. I don't even know. Is that just wide open? I can't.
Looks like it is just wide open. My finger there's something to bite me.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not wide open. I mean, they at least try to put duct tape on it.
Put duct tape as kind of
a
like
little
a
bit of a
filter.
breather.
That's all right. I'm sure I got a bucket of breathers somewhere.
It would have been fun if they put duct tape and you see a bunch of pinholes in it. That would have been better. I'd have died on that.
Did I lose the keys already?
I hope so.
Oh no, I got them in my pocket here. Cool. Comes with a free pry bar?
Yep, all yours.
All right. Probably need that. I'm guessing because it's here, that's like, you know, to start it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is a tire I had to change. I just put a used tire on this one.
Hey, these tires compared to the tires on my work truck are like brand new. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they got
Oh, there's no. These tires are
laying cracks too.
Now this is something I've never seen. I've actually never seen I've never seen a fuel fill in there. I mean, I've seen a lot of these trucks. That's weird to me, but I don't know. Yeah, that's fixable. I mean,
You know where it started? It has to be a northern car, right?
doesn't have to
From
be.
what I know,
If it was rusted underneath, I would say maybe.
what I was told. He said it's a farm truck, it was a two-owner truck, and then that's really all the information I had gotten from him.
Yeah, I think he said the brake looks good. So.
I actually went through it. When he was here, I went through it. You know, had some crap on it, so I started picking some stuff off of it, making sure.
Yeah, no, it's still got the lettering on it, or the factory.
And I went through and pressure washed a little bit.
Well, this bed is coming off, so you'll get to see the frame.
I like this a lot too.
Wow. What's going on there? Is that
Yeah,
welded
you know,
to the...
it's welded. It's glued.
Oh man, that is, I mean, I'm sure it's strong, but that's
I think it's a little bit crooked too.
yeah, but that's gonna have to come off too, as well to the bumper. The bumper's gonna have to come off.
No, man, it's custom.
It's custom.
Don't get rid of that.
I like this here. This is I mean, that's brand new.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what that even is.
Oops, I broke it.
Trailer code?
Yeah, well, that's the old I say 6-pin, but no, 5-pin.
All right, do you have brake lights?
Probably not.
We're gonna find out.
They
Or-
look nice though.
Or tail lights?
Yeah,
One or
looks
the
like
other.
somebody's had them off and done something with them. Oh, hey, we got the original air cleaner. Right. Hey, we got a spare.
Yep.
And a spare
And a
tire.
spare tire, yeah.
Is that the tire that was bad?
No, that was in the
That's
bed.
just in there.
Yeah.
Is that the right side? Oh yeah. I mean, the cowl isn't rusted out. Usually they rust out right in here, you know.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot where
Up
they
here.
rust through here.
That's actually not too bad, you know. I'm just gonna patch that up a little bit.
Right.
And that doesn't do this. I think I'm up to date on tetanus shots because like this
You'd have to be.
is kind of like, you know, this is what I do. So I think, oh wow.
Yeah, I hadn't quite figured that one out
That's
yet.
is that Bondo or oh yeah.
I didn't want to say
Look at
Bondo
it.
because of how
Zoom
thick
in
it
on
is.
Look at
Start
that.
your jokes, I can't.
I mean, it looks like Bondo.
It's only a,
I'm gonna be replacing this hood.
it's
So
only a, I would too.
yeah, I think, but it's very strong Bondo, so it must be like old. Or they
Instead
did
of Bondo,
a
they probably use concrete on
buried
it. That's why it's so damn heavy.
concrete. Because these are Beach Mountain, North Carolina. Carolina truck is?
I don't know. It has a Florida title. I mean, they could have transferred it, but at the end of the day,
What do you think?
It's mint.
Keeping your mouth shut.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
It's totally mint.
Well, this is the project we've been looking for. So.
Yes.
There's a jack in there. Yeah. Okay.
It goes down actually.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Because it had a bunch of, you see, it had a bunch of pine needles and shit in it.
There's a steel plate in the back.
Yeah. Yep. My assumption is the bed rusted out and they put that in place.
that would be. This is a farmer repair.
Oh yeah.
That's is that an 8-lug wheel? Comes with a spare wheel?
Yeah, you got everything.
Oh wow.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, that's probably what the pry bar is for. When you get stuck on the side of the road, you got to mount the tire on the wheel. Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yep.
The rod is
Not there.
jammed and stuck or missing. Oh, no, yep.
Yeah, it's not there. I tried that too.
As long as it's not gonna fly.
Oh, you got it. Nice. I talked to that door a few times. I even tried to open it from the inside. Oh, you're a freaking hero, I tell you what, bud.
Yeah, but I think I got it. Oh, here we go. I don't know. What's that? The magic fingers.
I'm not gonna mess with it.
And now you're gonna. Oh, look at these bench seats. Perfect.
Right?
Well, that one probably isn't under the cover, but
You know, I think it was actually better than expected on that one.
1/2 inch and a 9/16. This is all we need to rebuild the whole truck.
Yeah.
And a screwdriver. Look.
Yay.
You're set.
I actually shut this door again, or
I know.
are we going to be rebuilding this before we go anywhere?
Yay.
It'll just
I don't mess with it anymore.
It'll just never open again. Here, pull that handle.
There you go.
Okay, it's fixed.
It's back to working, sort of.
Brand new.
Do the windows roll down?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Oh, we got one window. Call that success. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, it's got the Wi-Fi battery tray. Oh yeah, there she is. Okay. Do we have flashers? Yeah, I mean, I think you should definitely get this on film because this is probably the first thing that's gonna fail.
It doesn't fail.
Hey, this is the good duct tape. Hey, as well as this thing started up, I feel like we're doing pretty good. I feel like I should probably tighten the alternator belt, but
The only time it didn't start up like that was, when was it? Wednesday when I started it? But a little bit of starting fluid. I had it started in what, 2 weeks? So after I put a little starter fluid in there, it started right up. I saw gas going through the line, and I was like, all right, we're good.
this is what's holding it together.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that better.
Honestly, I don't think we're gonna have the acceleration to actually move that battery.
Do you have a ratchet strap?
I thought I did, and apparently I don't. But yes, I would, if I had one, I would ratchet strap the hood down. I think we'll be okay. I like the look on his face. Hey,
I was trying to think if I have one.
If we get it home and nothing goes wrong, it's gonna be the most boring video.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like the alternator, I should probably throw a meter on here before we get anywhere, but yeah, I could probably tighten it a little bit, probably take the squeak out.
Yeah.
I feel like because of that, it's charging.
Oh, let's put some water in.
Oh, water, yes. Oh, no, I already loosened up. But, yeah, it's just down just a hair there. We'll flush it. We'll give it a flush. Don't you worry.
Just capturing it pre-flush.
Only missing one exhaust bolt. Exhaust manifold bolt. Got the old exhaust manifold heat riser still on it. Not hooked up. Well, good news, these Goodwrench 350s made in Mexico are usually 4-bolt mains. So.
Oh, that's good information to have.
Usually.
I didn't know that.
All the ones that I've encountered have been 4-bolt mains. I think they did it for ease of manufacturing. One line,
Yeah, that
one
makes
engine
sense.
line. And they were all painted black, and this one was painted black, so should have been a corporate blue engine on 78. Hell yeah, the manifold's still blue.
Yeah, it is.
If you buy a Goodwrench long block, it comes without the manifold on it. So I think the flasher fuse is blown. I'm gonna back this up a little bit so I get the door open without hitting. Just broke the bolts again, you know, by leaning on it, because that's what I do.
Oh, you broke it?
I leaned on it.
Oh, no.
I mean, so far this is really unexciting because, like, I expected the brakes to not work, and you know.
That little pry bar you have is the only tool that I don't have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just have an old school big one.
This
That's
is
it.
I think this is a cheap Harbor Freight.
Yeah?
No.
We were trying to do the tires
This
in
is
the parking
from-
lot, isn't it?
This is from Tractor Supply. Yeah, because when the parking lot tire. Long story. Trying to mount and remount a tire in a parking lot with a set of these. I did get some adjustment out of it. I think now it's sure to snap. I did not bring a spare fuel filter with me, so fortunately we have this nice glass one here. These are the ones that shatter and
Cause fires, exactly.
and light your car on fire.
But you
I'm
can
sure
see
it'll be
there's
fine.
gas in it.
We do have
I
an
do like
extinguisher. That's definitely gonna have to.
We
put
have a
on.
fire extinguisher, yes.
Okay, good.
I'm ill prepared, except I have a fire extinguisher and lots of parts. That alternator looks pretty new.
You don't want to just change that belt while we're here? Nah, I wasn't fun in that. It looks like you got a little oil leak here, so I'd say keep an eye
Probably.
on it. That's probably why the
stop and check the oil every once in a while.
thermostat's not working.
Like over torque the valve cover on it.
Or not tight at all.
We'll just over tighten it now and bend the cover. That means we're getting oil to the top end. That's good.
That's a plus, yeah.
Liquid up there, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do a Derek and taste test it.
What color is it?
No, that's definitely some fuel.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how Derek does it. What else am I forgetting? Besides everything.
Put water in it. You
Put
need
water,
to stop and get some gas.
Oil, yes. How much gas do you think is in it?
I don't know.
Do you think
my,
the gauge
my
works?
gas? No, I don't think it does. I think my gas can had about that much in it.
Okay. I have a gas can with about 1.5 gallons in it,
So there's a gas station right down the road. You're good to go either way.
That's what I would do.
Gas gauge, I see it moves a little bit after I put
something.
gas in it, but
We're gonna find out.
if you want, we could actually probably stick something in there and we could rig something up.
Rig something up.
I got spare plug wires we could use to stick down inside of there.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
Steering
oil's
box
checked.
doesn't-
Yeah, no, I was actually gonna check it.
Yeah.
Lights checked. We'll do the turn signals by hand, right?
Oh, Yeah, I pulled it forward too. Most importantly, does the horn work?
Oh, it does. It's loud too.
Oh, this is way too good. Never been smoked in? No.
Mint.
Look at that. Oh.
You can cut it now. Look at it now.
Look at me go.
First is down.
Gotta get this Malibu. My very first car was a burgundy 79 Malibu. It was beautiful.
I think I'm gonna name that one Molly Boo.
I like that.
I do too. That thing looks sweet.
Yeah, it does. He's got so much fun.
Right?
So the first stop is for gas. We did determine that this is the only gas tank that's actually hooked up. I crawled under it and traced some lines back, so hopefully that won't leak. These end cap tanks, you know, they tend to sometimes get a little rusty, but it'll be okay. I don't see any leaks yet. I say yet. This should probably be a pretty big tank, so we'll see. Oh, gas on the paint. Yep, that's great. Well, she took 18 gallons. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The S gauge doesn't work. Everything else appears to be just in our short drive down the road here. I think we have a full suite of gauges. The temperature gauge is moving and the voltage is accurate. We checked that before we left, and we do have oil pressure, so I didn't check the speedometer, but that's less important. I don't care so much about that. We got to stop at the auto parts store. The taillights don't work. I think we need a new relay. I don't hear the relay clicking when I hit it, but they do work on 4 ways, so the bulbs are good and the circuits and wiring is good. And I'll probably get a strap and strap this hood down, because yeah, 70s square bodies hoods. Yep. Yep. So next stop is the auto parts store. I got the cigarette lighter working after a bit. You just gotta jiggle it there, keep it jiggled, and have a full suite of gauges except for the fuel gauge. The windshield wipers work. The windshield wipers on low, on high. Okay. We determined the headlights don't work, but the tail lights do. Hopefully we'll be home before dark. We know there's an auto parts store up here, so we just kind of zip up, I think, to the next auto parts store. Where did I put my phone? I can't believe how this truck runs. Helps wheels gone. I know, I jinxed it now. Quick stop at the auto parts store, and we replaced the flasher relay. That wasn't the problem. Still have no turn signals, but the 4 ways work, so it's not the bulbs or the wiring or anything. It's probably the switch or something like that. I don't know. I guess we're just not going to have any turn signals for the 2-hour drive home. Fantastic. Radio does not work, but the equalizer does work. Oh, I hear clicking. Oh, all right. Turn that off before we blow something up. Got the hood professionally strapped down, you know, so it doesn't accidentally fly up in the breeze. Speedometer does work. Just got to verify the speed. Fuel gauge does not work. We got maybe what? I think I'm estimating about 20 gallons in the tank behind the seat. Other tanks aren't hooked up. Oh, we got a spare alternator belt for inevitably when the alternator belt breaks, because you know it's got 18 cracks in it. And we did tighten it before we left, so it doesn't squeak like a mouse caught in a trap now. So I think we should be good. We got wing windows, you know, for extra ventilation. We also have floor vents on this thing. I think we're ready to rock and roll and give this a try. So we have no headlights and we have no turn signals, so hopefully we'll be home before dark. We do have tail lights. All right, and we have super big gulp. Yeah, it's cool and delicious. All right, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Speed out of this puppy. That's fine. She's not built for speed. Actually, it rides pretty smooth. It doesn't shake, rattle, and roll, you know, like some of these you'd expect. But she's doing really good. I probably just jinxed it. Not a good idea. Never say that. I think the most likely thing that'll happen is that we'll run out of gas. After about an hour, we'll stop and see how much the tank will hold. Hopefully I'm correct in tracing that fuel line back to the seat tank and the cam tank behind the seat. I did see either the side saddle tanks had lines coming out of them, so I don't know. Hopefully I put the gas in the right tank. We've got gas, I just don't know if we can access it. We're gonna find out. The odometer works. I can't see it anyway. It's too foggy. I mean, the gauges work surprisingly well, but you just can't see them. That's fine. We're not on the main road. We're trying to stay off the highways, so I'm thinking hopefully we'll run into a couple gas stations. I haven't been down sudden they just stopped working on me. I don't know what the deal. Now they're working again. I don't know what the deal is. But we got a manual transmission, so I think we're good. You can slow yourself down with that. Just hammer the gears hard enough, you know. What's that? Drive over that. The steering on this thing is tight. Look at that. I shouldn't believe I'm gonna get pulled over. Oh, square body. Is it for sale? Maybe we can trade for a better one. Right now, I think my significant other is just missing the air conditioning. Brakes,
so far.
brakes,
Oh, Jesus.
brakes. Oh, there we go. Second gear. Okay, first gear. Come on. But you just gotta really stand on it. I don't know. I feel like maybe all the fluid ran out or something.
Maybe go ahead and pull over up here. Do we have brake fluid?
Yeah, I should. One of these boxes with brake fluid in it. I don't know if brake fluid's the issue. We'll be fine. I should pull over and check the engine temperature though. Pull into this gas station. We don't have a turn signal though. Anybody coming up behind us there?
It smells a little smoky.
I don't know if that's us or somebody else. Oh,
It wasn't us, was it?
what, that backfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us.
Oh.
She does love a good backfire. We're gonna pull into this gas station up here and just unratchet strap the hood and check our temperatures and pressures, and we're gonna try to find a flat hill. We're gonna try to find a flat surface to park on. Maybe bump it up against the curb over here so she doesn't roll away on us. That's when we find out the reverse gear goes out or something. After the time she won't roll away. Since we don't have a parking brake. Off the curb. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna shut her down and pop the top off the hood here and check our temperature with our handy dandy thermometer. Oh.
It's definitely smoke, but maybe it's just the oil burning off.
At the head. That's perfectly normal running temperature. I'm shocked to the call. Don't appear to be losing oil. Yeah. Okay. I get the feeling that this truck hasn't been run this much in a good many years, so it's probably smelling all the excess fluid burning off. Or else that's the brake fluid that I just also yet again forgot to check. It'll be fine. To be fair, there are two of us here, and I'm not the only one who didn't remember. Alright. I ain't gone nowhere. There, I did it right this time. Okay, so brake experience. So I guess you got one or two good pumps. I think it's the brake booster going out. That's what that tells me. Fortunately, I have a perfectly good brake booster on another truck, but brake boosters are cheap. It's just a lot of work to put them on. That's first gear. You gotta remember that when you're slowing down. You get, running rich because I would keep your engine a little cooler. Lean will just overheat the snot out of you. On the other hand, you run out of fuel faster, and that's probably what we're facing now. So I don't know if it's still running good. I don't understand it. As long as we don't have to use any turn signals or headlights, I think we'll be fine. So, first gas station stop, I'm going about 50 miles, and I figured I'd top it off just to see where we're at. And I put 1.2 gallons in it. That doesn't seem accurate. I don't know. I think I have the gas tank. I mean, it burned some gas, it burned a gallon. We're getting 50 miles a gallon, and Doug, you got rid of the most fuel-efficient truck in history. I don't know. Well, just stopped for gas, check the oil, check the fluids. Everything looks good. I mean, so far, our duct tape is holding. That's fantastic. Hanger's still here. That's great. Still haven't figured out what that's for. Everything appears to be okay. Haven't checked the coolant, but I've checked the temperature. That's my thermometer here. We're about, of course we're cooling down, or we're sitting here static, so there's no coolant circulating. About 240 at the head, or 309 on the manifold. Here at the thermostat, 232, but that's static. Oh, okay. Doing pretty good, except for the brakes. I think I'm just gonna pop this reservoir cap off here, and there's my screwdriver. Where my screwdriver went. My camera battery's running dead too. Well, we'll check it out. So it looks like this tank is not hooked up, because we stopped for a second gas fill, and well, that's just full right up to the brim still. So I know this one isn't hooked up, so I'm thinking the one on the other side. So that's what we're filling right now. And I'm watching the gas gauge, and I think that's the one the gauge is hooked up to too, because it's slowly filling as the pump goes. So I think we had the wrong tank all along. Got lucky we didn't run empty. Now we got about 41 miles to go, according to my GPS. And my foot and my hip are starting to wear out. This is done soon. I think we were right about the tank, because when we filled it at the last gas station, we filled the side saddle tank on the passenger side, and that made the gauge go up. So not only does the gas gauge work, but it was the wrong tank. But I think we have it nailed down now. So unfortunately, we cannot calculate our gas mileage, because that just blew everything out of the window. I have no idea how much gas we started with and where we ended up. So we'll have to figure that out at a later date. Other than that, I mean, it's just cruising right along. The depth gauge works. It just reads a little low. That's fine. Oil pressure gauge works. I think the voltage gauge works. It's moving around a little bit, like they do. But I mean, we're still driving, so it must be putting out voltage. I don't know. This is going to be the most boring trip video ever, except the brakes. Come on, stop! You can do it. Oh, we made it. Okay. Except for the brakes, we're doing all right. Definitely going to have to look at the brakes. I don't know if it's a bleeding problem or if it's the. I checked it at the gas station last, and it has fluid, so. Pop the rusty old cover off, and it actually looks pretty good in there. Then the brake fluid's a little dark, but I think you get that first pump, but after that it starts losing pressure. So either the brakes need bled or the master cylinder needs replaced. But that's fine. We can do that. So I mean, this is the second trip along this road with the truck where the brakes don't work. Grind them till you find them. I'm all flustered. You can shift for 2 hours just fine, but as soon as you're on camera, it's just you're taking the teeth off right out the ear. Anywho, we got 39.9 miles to go now, so I don't know. It's uneventful. Nothing's happening. Like, I got a whole bed full of spare parts back there, and I haven't even needed the alternator belt. I don't understand it. We don't have turn signals, but we're not really making turns, so, we got hands. I don't know. We're doing pretty good. Is what I'm saying. I took a break for some air conditioning and some fine dining, you know. Nothing like a quarter pounder with cheese and a sweet tea. Oh, and fries. This is like the holy grail of McDonald's because I just saw somebody walk out with an ice cream cone, and that means their ice cream machine isn't broken. So everybody at McDonald's in Stark, Florida has a working ice cream machine. Newsflash. This is just like a regular trip, only without air conditioning or, you know, a radio or brakes. But I mean, that's normal. I don't use brakes anyway. If you don't like my driving, stay off the sidewalk.
That's right.
Home stretch. Nice mile. No issues. Other than the brakes have now completely failed. I have 0 brakes. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to drift into the driveway sideways at 40 mile an hour and then use the yard to get stopped, maybe smash into the back of the El Camino. That'll stop us. That should work. Effectively step on the brake pedal. It goes right to the floor like stepping on a plum. Just like that. Come on, second. No, we're gonna. There's second. Okay, grab second. Okay, there's first. Oh, let's clutch out. There we go. I made it. Got her stuck in the mud here, and that way we don't have to use the brakes. Oh, okay. She made it. That was uneventful. I'm shocked, appalled, and disappointed. I don't know why people want to sell me vehicles that actually run. Don't understand it. Well, so the next step is to drain the 50 gallons of fuel from that tank that we put in. It's just absolutely full to the rim. I mean, you can see the white truck over there. That's going to be our parts vehicle, I think. So we're basically going to take everything off that truck except for the cab and put it on this truck. I don't know. Maybe we'll sandblast that utility bed, and I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Anyway, she made the drive. Well, we made it with absolutely no trouble at all, which I could not predict. I guess it's because I had like everything with me to rebuild the complete truck in the back of said truck. But you know, if I didn't bring anything, everything would have broken down. So, I mean, other than losing the brakes, which we proved we don't really need anyway, and not having turn signals, which they're just for show, you know, we did pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, it was uneventful, but the next part is going to be very eventful, because this truck is going to be coming into pieces and being put back together again in different kinds of knot pieces. Yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, we appreciate it. Please leave comments. I also appreciate those, and I do read them all. You know, all 3 of you who comment, so we appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching. So in case you're not aware, you can get jelly beans in a lot of different flavors. But of course, my favorite flavor is Dr. Pepper. You guessed it. And somebody recently got me a whole bag of these things, and oh, these are just fantastic for, you know, if you run out of Dr. Pepper or if you don't have any or something. Yeah, I mean, and they really taste like Dr. Pepper too. Oh yeah, perfect.
Start over. I'm so sorry. Start over.
What happened?
I thought I hit the button.